So I don't know. People were apparently bummed out by the roadmap update. I actually know nothing about this. I found out there was a PTU. I downloaded said PTU. I played PTU with like friends and didn't look at any patch notes really. So I am somewhat out of the loop. So I know what's in the PTU for the most part, but I don't know the finer details of anything. So we'll start out with the roadmap roundup because there was tons of stuff today. So roadmap roundup consists of lots of text that needs to be smaller. We got progress tracker changes, which is Cutter Scout and Zeus. MK2. Do we have a delivery time for the Zeus? I mean, I guess it's on the progress tracker, so we'll see, but who knows? And then for release view, the 321 column, and it'll be targeted for 321.1, is data heist. So the mission with the hacking chip, and then you got to cool off the servers or whatever. You know, you got to turn the cooling back on. That mission was like, you know, it looked okay. It just looked like another thing to do at the same bunkers. And then now we're getting the meat of what is going to be in 322. So you got the player hair update, which is, you know, some of the things that we saw at CitizenCon. It was that first bit of hair, not the second bit of hair. That will be next, I think. I mean, it says long hair, tied hair, and updates existing short hairstyles, okay? And then structural salvage, which is what was previously known as vehicle bunching. They're doing it. So we're going to be transforming large chunks of metal salvaged from ships into refinable material. Into a refinable material. I think that's the key here, is that the material isn't RMC. It's going to be maybe like titanium, maybe, yeah, I don't know. It could be the minables that we see, right? Crafting. This doesn't necessarily mean crafting. Well, it does, but it doesn't mean that crafting is being worked on. So these things need to exist before crafting does, right? So you figure out resource extracting, and then you figure out, so you got to figure out what resources you're extracting before you know what you're crafting with, right? So it's the most important part of the crafting chain, as of right now, is finding all the things, right? Then you craft. So that's a big part of this, right? We know how mining works for the most part. I'm sure there'll be little minor updates to it from here on out, but we're still building out the major updates to salvage, which is another resource extracting tool, right? Inventory, cargo containers. This feature will allow players to store items and smaller cargo containers in larger cargo containers. Oh, okay. That's pretty cool. So I don't know if you guys know, but have you ever gone to the Caterpillar Rex? You can go to a Caterpillar Rec, grab like the blue or red or gold box, because you can carry it. You can carry it and you can put it in an inventory. It's kind of crazy. So you put it in inventory and it just like kind of disappears. And it like sort of works. And then you can pull it out and put it on the ground in your ship, but it's invisible. But you can still kind of like open it and close it and use it. This was like when they first came out. I don't know if that still exists, but that was the thing for a while. You can make like stealth boxes doing that. Super weird. And then we got the Santokai, which is no surprise. And then was this the 3 variants, or what was the Cutter Scout the 3 variants that they were talking about in the monthly report for a while? Nobody cares about the X1. I mean, maybe some racing people do, but I think the X1 is just, let's get this backlog ship out of here, and that'll be that. So I'm going to take a quick peek, because we now have a 322. What else from CitizenCon was intended to be in 322 that we're missing? Cloud tech, right? Cloud updates. Settlements. Right? Cloud settlements. Not armor levels, but the actual Duster's armor, right? I'm actually going to write this down. Settlements and Dusters. New UI for what in particular, right? I don't think the new quantum effect comes in until master modes. I don't think we do see the new UI for salvage. That's in the PTU. Pyro is 322. No, it's not. It's literally not. Yeah, that's the whole special thing about the preview channel is it's not tied to any patch. MFDs. I don't think that's the case either. Are we sure about that? So we'll have to look into that. There's some things at CitizenCon that they said were targeted for 322. So we'll have to see. AI stuff is 321, actually. So we will have to see. But I don't know. Just with structural salvage, this inventory change is pretty cool. You can actually see what the container looks like, which is quite wild. If this is actually how it is, the container opens and then you put stuff in it. Look, they're showing like little drugs sticking out. That's kind of cool, but obviously this needs to fill out a bit more, right? So, but 321 is also kind of freaking out with things like vehicle tractor beams and stuff. So, yeah. Usually Star Citizen is like CitizenCon, and then it's like radio silence and like kind of boring until the December patch, which is maybe something big from the previous year. And this year is just like bam, 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 like little things that add up to being pretty good experiences. So, all right. I don't know why you would be upset about this roadmap roundup, because people were saying they were in my chat, but maybe those people are just angry people all the time. I don't see a lot to be upset about. I am really, really excited to see what structural salvage looks like, because when you say refined materials, you just took mining and like people who don't like to mine and maybe prefer salvage because it's a little bit more chill, and you just like made it for those people, which is really cool. So obviously we have the hair update, and then which like I don't know if a lot of people know, but those we had extra hairstyles in the pyro test. So next pyro test, check those out if you haven't yet. And then the inventory cargo container thing is really, 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 really sick. So I'm looking forward to 321.1. I'm looking forward to 322. This is all nice. This is all good stuff. We're liking this.